You want to start a YouTube channel and you're raring to go, but you're too afraid to start because you think that your videos are not going to be professional enough, they're not going to be polished, you have no idea how to edit, you don't know how to film. What do you do about lighting and audio and all these different things? And what about all the graphics and the cutaways and the B-rolls? Where do you even start? So, do you go on courses and spend so much time researching? Or can you just make a really simple video that actually does really well? Well, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter what equipment you have, what experience you have. There are so many creators out there that do incredibly well with the most simple types of videos imaginable. I have got three that I want to show you guys because these three people are literally just either walking and talking or literally just talking to the camera. Now, I am talking to the camera. I get that. But I also do try and do a little bit of editing. But these guys are all literally a piece of equipment. Two in particular are walking. They are in nature. They don't have any editing. There's no cutaways, there's no B-roll, there's no graphics, no text, no transitions. You don't need to know anything about editing. You don't need to know anything about lighting because they are just outside in nature, in natural light. They are probably using just their iPhone to film on, or maybe they've got a little vlogging camera, who knows, but you do not need anything special to make your video stand out, to make it good, to make it clickable, to make it something that somebody else might like to watch. So let's have a look at these three. So firstly, we've got Timothy Ward. Now he has got, in particular, those three that I saw, one has got 999,000 views on that one video, and the other ones are 600, 700,000, and he is literally walking and talking to the camera or to his phone. Now, you might say, how on earth is that? Why is somebody watching somebody just walking? Well, let's break it down and work out why these videos do so well. But before we do, let's talk about Adrian Logan. Now, again, I came across this video that just popped up on my feed. And again, he is literally just talking to the camera, no transitions, no graphics, no fancy editing, not particularly polished or professional. I'm not saying it's unprofessional, but you know what I mean? A very simple, just talking to the camera type of video. And again, he's done incredibly well. One video in particular was 200, 300,000 views just on that one video. And this guy pops up on my feed all of the time, and you'll understand why. This is Rob. He pops up on my feed because it's the same sort of niche that I am entering into, which is how to grow on YouTube, what it's really like behind the scenes of a YouTube channel, what it's like for us real people, not one of the really huge content creators that has millions and billions of views and have a huge corporation even behind them. This is just real people having a go at YouTube and trying to make a success of it. Anyway, a couple of his videos, quite a few, he again is just walking. He's in nature. He's, in the backdrop is lovely and everything else. And again, he's got two or three that have done exceptionally well. And he has just hit 100,000 subscribers, which is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, complete hats off to him. So let's have a look at why I think these videos in particular has done well. And can this relate to you? Can you simplify what you're doing? Are you overcomplicating how you are putting together your videos? Or are you not even starting putting videos onto YouTube because you feel you're not ready? It's not professional enough. You need to be more polished. You don't. You just have to be you. And we'll come to that. So what is it about these videos that really, really work? Well, I think first of all, they are relatable. They are just real people talking about real things. So the person is relatable. It looks like it could be you or me. It's not a fancy studio. It hasn't got a big backdrop and all fancy equipment. You don't see a lot of microphones and all of that type of thing. It gives you the impression that it could be me or you just walking along and telling us whatever it is that you want to talk about. Secondly, it is the subject that they are talking about, the subject matter. Again, a relatable type of subject. One of the guys that I just mentioned, Adrian Logan, was talking about his feelings on not wanting children, and from a man's perspective of not wanting children. And it is just a very emotive subject that will relate to a lot of people. It really, really will. And Timothy Ward, he is talking about having to give up on the American dream in this one particular video. Yes, I am not from America, and therefore the culture might be slightly different for me, but the subject matter is still relatable because we all understand that as real people. There's all these dreams and they're just not realistic. So it doesn't matter what culture you live in, what country you live in, what part of the world you live in. It is something that a lot of us can relate to as that real person who's sharing their story. So it is, I think these all combined are people who are just real and they are talking about something that is just interesting, or it's something that resonates. It's something just as humans we all really can understand. I think there is a little bit of a word of caution here because I don't think this type of simple production of a video will work for every single person. It's not going to work for every genre. There are certain genres that do need to show cutaways. Like for my other channel, this is my second channel. My other channel is Wild Unfiltered, and it's all about luxury bags and runway shows and collections and Louis Vuitton and Hermes and Chanel, things like that. Now, I could talk just to the camera about my feelings about certain things, but if I am talking about a runway show, I need to show you visually what I'm talking about. If I'm unboxing and reviewing something, I need to show that thing to you. And yes, I don't need a huge fancy studio, but I think a nice backdrop, so I've got some nice shelves and whatever behind me. I feel like that environment suits showing you something like a review of a particular bag. Now, if I was walking in nature, yes, I could show you how it looks on me and what I'm using it for, but it has to sort of be relatable, as in it suits the genre and the niche. So it does depend. It does depend what will work for you. I think what's really important is understanding what you are comfortable doing as well. Now, you can get better at these things, of course, but I personally am very comfortable in my own room. This is my closet. This is my dressing room closet. And I feel comfortable talking to the camera in here because it's just me. It's just me and the camera. I don't feel the pressure of other people watching me. I have tried to do shopping vlog, like vlog style videos before on my other channel. And I always feel a little bit weird about being in public, holding out my phone and talking to the camera. But granted, I'm usually trying to do a shopping vlog, in which case I am in public in a shopping environment where there are other people shopping. And therefore, I don't feel as comfortable. So I would rather take some footage and then add it in as a B-roll into a different video where I'm sitting down and talking through things that I have seen. So again, I need to do the cutaways in order to visually show you what I'm talking about. But I am very comfortable just in this little room on my own. Now, if I was just in nature, in which case I wasn't in a really busy shopping centre or on Bond Street in London or somewhere, I would probably be a little bit more comfortable talking to a camera or to the iPhone because I'm probably going to be on my own. Hopefully it's not a really built up place. But I don't think that it would suit my types of videos, and I still feel comfortable in my little closet. So I think it's important to understand what makes you feel the most comfortable, particularly when you're first starting out, because at the end of the day, what's important when you're first starting YouTube is just get filming. Just get filming. Doesn't matter how great the editing is, it really doesn't. But you can learn if you want to. And honestly, I'm going to do a separate video on editing and explain it's not that difficult. I promise you, honestly, you could do a very simple editing where you just put a couple of transitions in. The adding a cutaway or B-roll isn't that difficult once you know how. And I'm going to break it down in a separate video because I've done a lot of research on editing because I really, really enjoy it. To some people, it's boring, it's scary. For me, I see it as a challenge of how do I do that? I see it on somebody else's video and I think, oh, how have they done that graphic? And I go away and I find out because that's how my brain works. But if you are somebody that doesn't want to do any editing, don't be put off. Don't think you can't do YouTube because you don't understand the editing, because honestly, you really, really don't need to. Go and have a look at one of my first videos on my other channel, if you particularly want to, where I had no idea about lighting, filming, audio. I had no idea. I just filmed on my iPhone. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have any lighting, nothing. I was just sat actually in this room. I had a ridiculous backdrop. I didn't even make it look nice or anything. And I just talked to the camera. I then put it into iMovie and I did very, very minimal editing because I didn't know what I was doing. I just cut off the beginning and the end basically, and I put it onto YouTube, and that's how I started. And I think if I hadn't have just started, who knows where we would be now. Think of this as a really good analogy. So you want to start going to the gym, you feel really unfit, you feel like you want to make some changes, and you think, I'm going to get a personal trainer, or I'm going to go to a class at the gym. But you think, oh, I'm not fit enough to do it, so I'm going to just get myself fit at home or go running or walking or something to get fit enough so I feel I can go to the gym and do this class or go see a personal trainer because I don't want to embarrass myself, because that would just be the worst thing ever. Where actually you just need to do the thing, because we're never going to be ready to do the thing if we don't just do it. I've done this a million times where I've thought, I'm not going to go to that. There's a park run on a Saturday in a town where I live, and it is literally a 5K. And so many times I went out on my own and just did little bursts of running before I did dare join the park run. But you realise very, very quickly that when you go out on your own, you don't do the work. It's so hard to motivate yourself. And actually, the adrenaline of doing it with other people, that's where you learn. That's where you put the work in. Nobody expects you to be able to do the 5K without any experience of doing. So join the park run, put yourself out of your comfort zone. And the more that you go and the more that everybody else is encouraging you and everything else, it makes it so much easier. And that way you actually do make a start rather than you're always going to, but you just need to get a bit fitter first. I hope that analogy makes some sense. It does in my world. I'm at the gym 6 times a week now and I love it. But it's very, very similar to YouTube because I have built an amazing community of people on YouTube, and I have at the gym. You find your like-minded people and people cheer you on, and yeah, just do it. So if you want to make a video very simply, go do that. If you particularly like a more polished look or a more professional look, then just make a start. And before you know it, you'll be doing some research and working out how to do whatever. Nothing happens overnight, and nor should it. These are all things that are worth working for. So do your video, put it online, let me know how you're getting on because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another one.